Alright, so we're just coming into Sanford. So we just go to a car park that I know. Happens to be the same car park from over a year ago, I guess, now, when I gave the show and tell of my KLR. Wow, I couldn't do that on the F800. Oh, I'm in neutral. Excellent. Alright, let's, as explaining computers would say, take a closer look. So, there you have it. DR650 2020 Tanami Edition. Doesn't have the stickers on because I requested not to put those on because I want to decorate the bike the way I want to do it. Anyway, as you can see, it's got the Acerbis, you know, 20-litre tank, Barkbusters, Suzuki bash plate, and I think that's it. Now I do have the knobbies, but I asked not to put those on because whilst I'm running the bike in, I want to just use these road tyres, get these scrubbed in, get some miles out of those before I actually swap over to knobbies to do some serious off-roading stuff. So I'm not going to hit the dirt until I run this thing in. So there's kind of a two-stage process. There's the first 800 kilometers at half throttle, and then another 800 kilometers at 3/4 throttle. So once you've done a total of 1600 kilometers, I believe it's run in. So there you go. Pretty cool looking, is it not? It looks so much smaller than my F800, and I'm thinking, oh my god, have I done the right thing? Because I may have mentioned previously, I'm not going to keep two bikes. So my F800, as good as it is, I am selling after I've just kitted it out. But there you go. The call of the DR was too great in the end. If you saw my previous video titled My First Ride on a DR650, I was in two minds. You know, chalk and cheese. I really didn't know which way to go, but a few rides later I was pretty much taken by the DR, and I think that's mainly because of its size and weight. I'm not a tall guy. I'm about 5'10". I'm not a big guy. I'm about 65 kilograms. Bit of a lightweight. And the F800, as good as it is, was a little bit too much for me on some of the more adventurous tracks that I would like to do. great on dirt roads and stuff like that, as you've probably seen on some of my other videos. But when it comes to single track, steep inclines and declines, is that a word? It, you know, it is a bit too much for me, and I want to get into that stuff. So I mean, the DR is the way to go. So here I am. Fingers crossed it's the right choice. I'm sure it is. It's taken a bit of a while to get, you know, adjust to this new bike, how it rides, how it handles, how it feels, and how it looks as well. Because it's not as flash as the BMW, obviously, so there is that aesthetic look to it as well. But at the end of the day, when you're on the bike, it's what you get out of it that matters. And I don't think I was getting the best out of the F800 that some other riders, I'm sure a lot of other riders do. More skilled riders than myself, bigger riders than myself that can handle the F800 adequately. So there you go. It was great on the road and cruising around. Great road bike. Very nice to ride. Heated grips and all that business, very nice, and you feel the business when you're riding that around town. But riding around town is not where I want to be. I want to be out here in the bush doing adventures. Quite like the colour scheme as well, grey. It's going to go nice with my Biker Bytes logo, the red. So I can go back to my red theme like I was trying to achieve with the KLR, because that was a black bike. So this is a bit of a combo of black and grey. Goes with the my Land Cruiser, actually. Haha. That's my excuse. So yeah, can put some good old stickers on the bike. Don't know how to decorate the tank. I've seen one version with some yellow piping around here, some thick piping around these ridges here, and that looked really cool. So I don't know. So plans. Okay, well, fortunately I've got a few basics, such as the tank, the bark busters and the bash plate. So what I need to add to that is some side protectors. So these would all be from B&B Off-Road. Some side protectors, some case protectors, and a rack. Sounds like we got another bike, dirt bike. Looks like a KTM, is it? I don't know. And a rack. So that's first off. Then I've got to get side panniers, and then I'm pretty much basically set for adventure. The seat, it is very hard, but I'm slowly getting used to it. A new seat, such as a seat concept seat, a low seat, is going to set me back around about $550. Ouch! So what I might do in the interim, because I am unemployed, is there's a guy in town that will be able to carve a chunk of this out and make that a little bit lower for me, just so I'm a bit more firm-footed on the ground. I know you can lower the DR pretty simply, but I don't want to lower it. I want to try and reduce the height via the seat and not via the actual height of the bike, if that makes sense. So yeah, so bit of protection around here, a rear rack, so I can at least carry some luggage for day trips. And when it's all kitted up, then maybe think about new exhaust, get it sounding a bit more beefy, and with that obviously need to rejet the carb and possibly alter the airbox, but that is a fair way off right now. My primary objective right now is to get it kitted out bit by bit, so I can go adventuring again. So I'll use the running in period to slowly add the bits and pieces. There's no rush because I'm not going anywhere until the bike's properly run in. So we're talking, you know, 1700 kilometers down the road. Probably need to get a better light bulb in there. There he goes. What else? What else? Maybe a fender brace. Is that a new style of fender? What else? Maybe a tail tidy. We're talking aesthetics now. Get rid of this thing. Is that metal? No. All these bits will come from B&B. Panniers probably get the same brand as what I have on the F800, so that's Outback Motortech. They're really nice panniers and pretty sturdy, but they're about $400 as well. So I mean, you start off with a bare bones bike, and then you have to spend a little bit just to beef it up. Just like the Jeep and the Land Cruiser, they're just shells, aren't they? It's what you have to do, unfortunately. So there you go, guys. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Am I doing the right thing? I think I am. Once I get used to riding this thing and I get accustomed to how it looks, how it rides, how it feels, and once I start doing some serious off-roading stuff, I think I'll be sweet as a nut. It's just an adjustment period, that's all. But we're good. Alright, well, hope I didn't yabber on too much. Alrighty guys, so there's the overview and my future plans. Let's do a bit more riding.